Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming to you with the video that I call The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, A History. Basically, we're going to go into the history of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, everything that happened leading up to it being built, the attractions that it replaced, and of course where we are at today. In 2003, rumors began to circulate that either Disney or Universal would be creating a Harry Potter theme somewhere in their park, whether it be a ride or a specific area. There were just rumors that it was going to happen. At the time, and still currently, Warner Brothers owned all of the rights to Harry Potter, and they denied any and all rumors surrounding the idea that there would be theme park attractions. However, shortly thereafter, Disney and Universal got into bidding with Warner Brothers over who would be able to have the rights to Harry Potter and have the attractions in their park. In the year 2004, J.K. Rowling actually signed a letter of intent with Disney to allow them to create a Harry Potter area in their Magic Kingdom park at Walt Disney World. Disney did not, however, like that J.K. Rowling and Warner Brothers wanted a lot of creative input, and they wanted to be able to approve of any final projects, and so they pulled out, basically stating that the terms that J.K. Rowling and Warner Brothers were laying out for them were too stringent. Skipping ahead to the year of 2007, in January there was a rumor that one of the areas in Islands of Adventure, the Lost Continent area, also known as Merlinwood in that portion of the park, would be rethemed to one of the most successful children's franchises of all time. Now, a lot of people took off with this immediately, believing it was Harry Potter, and of course an unofficial confirmation came at that point. On May 31st of 2007, Universal, in combination with Warner Brothers, announced that the Wizarding World of Harry Potter would be coming to Universal's Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida, sometime in the near future. At this point, we begin to see the Lost Continent's Merlinwood portion becoming Hogsmeade. The first thing leading to the close of Merlinwood, or the Lost Continent, was that on July 7th of 2008, the Flying Unicorn and the Enchanted Oak Tavern closed. The Flying Unicorn had been in operation since June 29th of the year 2000. This ride was actually going to be completely refurbished and would become the Flight of the Hippogriff ride. Another important fixture in this portion of the park was the Dueling Dragons coaster. This coaster had been in operation since May 28th of 1999 and would be planning to continue to operate after it was rethemed to the Harry Potter theme. In the final third of 2009, construction on the retheming of the queue for Dueling Dragons began. In early 2010, the coasters themselves were close to be refurbished. They reopened to the public for them to ride still as Dueling Dragons in mid-March of 2010. When Wizarding World of Harry Potter actually had its true opening on June the 18th of 2010, they were officially renamed the Dragon Challenge. On June 18th of 2010, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter came to Universal Studios Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida. It was an estimated $200 million to build this area of the park, and it replaced the Lost Continent or Merlinwood portion of Lost Continent at Islands of Adventure. This portion, or the first portion of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, was themed to Hogsmeade. You basically had the Hogwarts castle where you could ride Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, and then you also had the village of Hogsmeade. The three rides that could be found in this area were Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey at the Hogwarts Castle, Dueling Dragons, and Flight of the Hippogriff. You could find delicious British Wizarding World, whatever you want to call it, food to eat at the Hog's Head and at the Three Broomsticks. You could, of course, get a butterbeer at a butterbeer cart or at one of those restaurants. There were also multiple shops that opened up with loads of Harry Potter merchandise for everyone to enjoy and to immerse themselves in the Wizarding World. These shops include Dervish and Bangs, Honeydukes, the Owl Post, and Filch's Emporium for Confiscated Goods. You could also get wands, both interactive and non-interactive, or just souvenir wands, at Ollivander's Maker of Fine Wands, which is typically in the movies and books a Diagon Alley fixture. However, they definitely wanted to bring the wand choosing experience to Hogsmeade. And if you have never seen that or know anything about the wand choosing experience, you should definitely look that up. It is super cool. If you're looking for entertainment in the Hogsmeade portion of the park, you can see the Frog Choir or the Triwizard Spirit Rally. There will be loads of times. You can definitely check it out on your Universal app, but they are both really good shows. I really enjoy both of them. On December 6th of 2011, Universal announced that they planned to expand their Harry Potter park. On May the 8th of 2013, Universal announced that the next portion of their Harry Potter park would actually be located in Universal Studios rather than in Islands of Adventure. This would allow them to build a replica Hogwarts Express, which would transport guests from one park to the other, which also opened up park-to-park passes for Universal. Let's talk a little bit about Amity Harbor and Jaws. Jaws opened on June the 7th of 1990. This ride was in operation full-time until some hurricanes in 2004 caused it to have some minor issues, and it didn't actually open full-time again until the year of 2007. Jaws closed on January the 2nd of 2012 at 9 p.m. with Michael Skipper, aka Skip, giving the final ride to a group of very lucky fans. Demolition began almost immediately after the closure of Jaws. In fact, they had it all walled off and ready to start demolition the morning after it closed. After leveling the site off, they had to do some land reclamation and then, of course, construct lots of buildings, especially the major show building that houses the Escape from Gringotts ride. The only evidence of Jaws remaining in the park is the hanging shark statue that can be found at Fisherman's Wharf in the San Francisco area of the Universal Studios Park. On July the 8th of 2014, the Diagon Alley portion of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter opened at Universal Studios Orlando. It replaced Jaws and the Amity Harbor area and cost an estimated $256 million to build. In this portion of the park, you can of course find Diagon Alley as well as Nocturne Alley. You can enjoy just one single ride at this portion of the park right now, and it is called Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. It is located in the Gringotts building, which is of course under the fire-breathing dragon, which is super cool. Definitely a neat thing to see. Again, if you haven't seen that before, you should go look it up online and check out some videos of it. This also opened up the opportunity for people to use the Hogwarts Express. Universal now has a park-to-park option where you can travel on the Hogwarts Express from the Diagon Alley portion of the park to the Hogsmeade portion of Islands of Adventure, or vice versa. King's Cross Station is actually located right next to the entrance to Diagon Alley, so it's not actually in Diagon Alley. You have to come out of Diagon Alley and go just right around the corner. You're in like the London area of the Universal Studios Park, but you literally just take a couple steps and you go into King's Cross Station. You can enjoy food and drinks at the Leaky Cauldron, the Hopping Pot, the Fountain of Fair Fortune, and of course at Florian Fortescue's Ice Cream Parlor. You can enjoy shopping or sightseeing at the Gringotts Money Exchange, Quality Quidditch Supplies, Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, the Magical Menagerie, Madame Mawkin's Robes for All Occasions, Whizziker's Wizarding Equipment, and of course Ollivander's. Out in the London area of the Universal Park, so just right outside of Diagon Alley, you can interact with a night bus driver as well as one of the shrunken heads from the night bus. Inside of Diagon Alley, the entertainment is the Tales of Beetle the Bard as well as Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees. Just a few days later, on July the 15th of 2014, Universal Studios Japan opened their Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which was basically an exact recreation of the Hogsmeade portion in Islands of Adventure, And the only difference really was that they did not have the Dragon Challenge, and they did have instead the Hogwarts Black Lake, and they had live owls. At Universal Studios Hollywood, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter actually replaced two parts of the park. The first was the Gibson Amphitheater, which had been in operation for many years. It was actually known as one of the bigger mid-sized event centers in Los Angeles, and it was used for stunt shows during the day and concerts at night. It closed on September the 6th of 2013 and was demolished on September the 25th of 2013, despite actually having shows booked through October of 2013. The second was the Adventures of Curious George, which opened in March of 2008 to replace the Nickelodeon Blast Zone. It was also closed in September of 2013 to make room for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. A few years later, on April the 7th of 2016, Universal Studios Hollywood opened their Wizarding World of Harry Potter. The Hollywood version of the park also has the Forbidden Journey and Flight of the Hippogriff. However, it does not have the Dragon Challenge. They do have a few additions to their park, which are shops, and they have Whizzikers wizarding equipment, Glad Rags wizardwear, and Zonko's Joke Shop. There are loads of nighttime shows now at Hogwarts. They actually project most of them on the Hogwarts Castle. The first to happen was on April the 21st of 2017, and it was the Dementor Attack show at Universal Studios Japan. I have a description here from Inside the Magic, and I'm going to read it to you. It is using projection technology. The show brings the ghastly Dementors to life as they attack Hogwarts and Hogsmeade. A mix of live actors, puppets, and special effects give guests the experience of a real-life Dementor's kiss. I think that sounds pretty neat. I watched some videos of it online, and I actually really enjoyed it. I would love to see it in person, but I don't think I will be getting over to Japan anytime soon. The next opened on June the 23rd of 2017, and it was the Nighttime Lights at the Hogwarts Castle at Universal Studios Hollywood. This is described by the Universal Orlando blog as such. The Sorting Hat narrates the projection mapping that wraps the castle with stunning video displays. Special effects and lights will bring iconic elements of each Hogwarts house to life upon the castle. Again, something that sounds super cool. I have yet to see it. Unfortunately, when we went to Universal, they did not have it that night. I'm thinking because it was actually still light outside when we left Universal that evening. It closed a little bit early because of Halloween Horror Nights, so they did not have it. However, I'm hoping that the next time I get to either Hollywood or Orlando, I will be able to catch the show. On November the 28th of 2017, a different show opened, which was seasonal, and it was The Magic of Christmas at the Hogwarts Castle, which was at Universal Orlando. On January the 31st of 2018, Universal Orlando finally got a more permanent show for themselves. They also now have the Nighttime Lights at Hogwarts Castle, and so you can see that at either Orlando or Hollywood on select nights, of course, and it probably depends a lot on the time of year, whether it's dark before the park closes, all of that good stuff. After the Wizarding World of Harry Potter opened at all of these Universal parks, they have absolutely flourished. It has brought so much more in terms of crowds into all of the parks, and even the one in Orlando is expanding. They've opened a third park, which is a water park, Volcano Bay, but we're going to focus just on the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and how they are moving forward in the world of theme parks. July of 2017 brought an announcement that some Harry Potter fans would be a little displeased with. The Dragon Challenge was going to be closing. It had previously operated as the Dueling Dragons at Universal's Islands of Adventure, and unfortunately that meant that it had reached the end of its lifespan. Each ride or attraction has a certain lifespan, and usually you can't get around that without a full refurbishment. And they really wanted to use this space to build another thrill ride. So instead, they decided that they would close the Dragon Challenge. September the 4th of 2017 was the last ride on the Dragon Challenge. and they instead tore it down, and they're going to be opening a new thrill ride in 2019. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys, for my Wizarding World of Harry Potter, a history video. I love looking at the history of how things were created at theme parks, specifically, of course, at Disney and Universal. And, of course, being a huge Harry Potter lover, I absolutely loved covering this topic. If you guys would like to see more historical park videos of Disney or Universal, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you would like to see. It could be something that's still open today or something that has now been demolished or replaced. I would love to cover any of those type of topics. If you have any other suggestions or comments or questions, please feel free to leave those in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.